All right, hello, you guys. First off, I just want to apologize. I feel like every time I make a video, especially today, my hair just seems to be getting like crazier and crazier. So sorry about that. But anyway, back with another video. This is the third video today, which is a lot in my book, right? I'm not making a video because something else happened with regard to my ex, or my ex reached out to me and said something else, or I reached out and said something to my ex. I want to say that is done. At least I'm pretty sure it's done. I don't plan to hear from my ex. And to be honest, I feel like for the first time, I don't plan on reaching out. I've done that in the past, but now I feel more at peace about the whole situation. And I guess at peace that it's over. So, yeah. So I'm not updating you guys on anything with regard to that. However, I just wanted to make another video because this specific topic has been on my mind just because my ex has been on my mind all day, which makes sense with, everything that's happened and all of that. But for the first time, I feel like I wasn't really reminiscing today on the good things between us. It was more so thinking about, all the red flags that I ignored, which I am going to make a video about that at some point, probably my next video. But anyway, I was thinking about all the red flags, all the bad times between us, and I don't know, like, just got me thinking. And it's like, yeah, this is probably a good thing. And I was just imagining in my head, like, imagine if I married this person, or imagine if you guys have gone through this, if you've married this person. And it's crazy because, at least from my experience with my ex and I, we actually talked about marriage. And if you guys don't know the story, I mean, okay, first off, I want to date for marriage. Like, I won't date someone because I'm like, oh yeah, let's date and just like see how it goes and blah blah blah, whatever. And like, no, I'm not gonna waste someone's time if I don't see like a potential spouse, which I know is crazy considering all that's happened, but that's my mindset with regard to the whole dating thing. And I told my ex, I don't even know, it was maybe a couple months into it, like, hey, I wouldn't mind like marrying you, right? Just because I had those feelings, and it was met with the same type of feelings. And I remember one time, this is the whole, you guys have heard this story, the whole hockey game story, where I went out with my family to a hockey game, and my ex was jealous because I was out doing something and didn't involve that person. And um, I brought up marriage because I was trying to calm down the situation, because at that point, my ex was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can be with you. And that's why I brought up marriage. I was like, okay, well, if this person thinks that I'm serious about this, then, they won't be so worried all the time, right? So that's why I brought it up. But I sincerely, like, wanted that for us. And we talked about that even after that whole thing. And we were on the same page with it. And I don't know, like, it's crazy because in the relationship, like, just the more it went on, the more chaotic and messy things got, and hostile. And, I know I made mistakes. Like, I'm not here to say I was perfect. I was not, and nobody is. But I definitely made mistakes, but I owned up to those mistakes. Um, my ex did in the beginning, but the more the relationship went on, there was not really any accountability. Excuse me. Um, and I mean, even today, like I showed you guys, like, no accountability. Like, I was basically like, hey, I just need to be respected. And my ex couldn't take accountability for the disrespect that went on, and chose to focus on something else instead of what I was bringing up. Meaning my ex was guilty of that, but again, just didn't want to own up to it, I guess. So, and I mean, there's a lot of other things that happened. You guys know all of it if you've been through it. But yeah, all of it just got me thinking, like, yeah, I love this person and I was serious about this person. But the fact that things ended, I mean, when you really think about it, you're like, dang, that was a blessing in disguise and I dodged a bullet. Because just imagine you guys, like, I guess I thought that if I married this person, that all of our problems would go away because this person would know that I'm serious about them, I'm loyal to them, etc., etc. But that's not the case. You know, marriage doesn't all of a sudden have those problems just like vanish. Those problems don't go away if you just get married. In fact, those problems like amplify in marriage. And I feel like if I married my ex and we were committed in that kind of a relationship, my ex would know that because we are committed, and in the beginning or in the relationship, I was like, I don't believe in divorce. Like, my ex would be like treating me probably however they want to treat me. And so, more abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, all that manipulation, the lying, possibly cheating. Maybe it could have turned into physical abuse. It didn't really go into that when we were in a relationship, but that's probably where it could have turned into had we gotten married. And I can't imagine, that would have been hell, and there were times in my relationship where I'm like, dang, this is really stressing me out and it's giving me anxiety. And there were some nights where I couldn't sleep because of this perceived slight. Like, I don't know, I did something. Apparently, I did something and my ex didn't like it. And then my ex would get mad at me and start a fight. And either I didn't even know what I did or it was like this small thing. And it's like, why are you starting a fight over something so insignificant? And I would lose sleep because of it, because it bothered me. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be fighting with this person I love. And I can only imagine in marriage, it'd probably be like that probably every day. And it's like, wow, that's no way to live. Like, even now, I can say, like, do I love this person? Yes. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. Yes, I do. I don't know how I couldn't love this person considering the BPD and just knowing that this person is hurting so much because I just want to help them, right? But I don't know. I don't know how I would have helped in marriage. I don't think it would have been possible if I'm being honest. And I was also thinking like, okay, my ex, like, and I was willing to do a lot of things for my ex, like, and it resulted in me spending a lot of money, which I don't mind. Like, I don't care if I spend money. Um, I'm not greedy or anything like that, so it's like whatever. But if we got married, I'm sure I wouldn't have any money left because my ex always wanted me to, and I wanted to as well, like buy things, and I did, and all that stuff. And it's just like, dang, if we got married, my bank account would probably be drained and might be in debt. And it's like, that's a whole nother problem on top of the problem that you're having with this person in marriage. And yeah, and the fact that also this person like left you, like obviously I was discarded, devalued, discarded, all that stuff. And okay, if this person can discard you in a relationship, like they're gonna do it in marriage, you know? I've seen all these stories online and it seems like it always ends the same, you guys, whether that's relationship, whether that's engagement, marriage, you name it, whatever, they'll discard. So I feel like in marriage, divorce is inevitable. And because divorce is involved, that is also like just a huge thing that you have to take on as well. Like, it's not easy going through that process, right? And so I'm just thinking right now, like, if I married this person, like, wow, That would have not been good, and it's crazy, you guys, because I'm probably gonna talk about this in the next video as well, but I feel like in the beginning, again, those red flags, I ignored them, and it was almost like God telling me, like, "Don't do it." Like, I knew in my gut that I shouldn't, but I wanted to, and look where it led me, you guys. Like, God knows what's best for us, and He knew what was best for me, and I honestly went against God, like, I really did, and this is the result of that. There are consequences for that. Guys, God knows best. He really does. And we have to go to His Word and seek wisdom and guidance, especially with relationships, with marriage, because I feel like that's the most important decision that we can make, who we marry. It's not, in my opinion, I don't think it's a career or a job or whatever. It's who you marry, because this person will, I mean, ideally be with you the rest of your life, and they can make or break you. And that's scary, you know? But we got to be super wise about it, you guys. So, yeah, again, it was on my mind, so I just wanted to talk about it. But I'll make the video about sorry, I can't talk tonight. I'll make the video about red flags that I ignored probably sometime this week. I'm going to be pretty busy this week. Maybe tomorrow I'll make it if I have time, but if not tomorrow, then expect it at some point later this week. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching my videos. Of course, let me know what you think, because I like to hear what you guys think about everything that I'm saying as well. So, yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.